Hey, how's it going everyone? It is Drigo, and we're back with another chapter of Deadrock, chapter 18, Words I'm Burning to Say. And the cover page goes very well with that title, with Frey, with the words Deadrock literally on fire in the background. I think is very fitting for what happens in this chapter. And honestly, I just kind of like a title with Frey because I really like her. So the chapter picks up with Frey beginning her fight against Louzen, which even some of her classmates are kind of doubting even if she could possibly win because she's fighting one of the demon teachers by herself. But the one that thinks that she can do it and actually believes in her is still Yakuto. You gotta love that Louzen somehow thought that she didn't have a grudge against him for what he did to her sister, which him saying that probably pisses her off even more so. And she's basically just done with him running his mouth because she immediately just goes to punch and kill him right then and there. And even the first attack against Louzen, you could see it in Frey's eyes, like the determination to kill this man. Oh my goodness, she is gunning to kill him. Kind of cool that her punch kind of has an explosion effect to it as well. But yeah, she goes all out right away, doing a bunch of punches consecutively against Louzen, all with flaming, exploding fists, ending it with a blazing king's fist, which actually does send Louzen flying back quite a bit, but she's not done, and she's honestly kind of doing an attack similar to like Fire Dragon Brilliant Flame from Natsu, to where she has both hands making a giant fireball, then she combines them together to make a giant flaming fire beam, which I guess she calls this the blazing barrage of destruction. I mean, Louzen is burnt and some of his clothes are damaged, but he starts to retaliate now, and he hits Frey with an uppercut to her jaw, which what this causes in subsequent damages to Frey, oh gosh, yeah, they were getting pretty gory in this chapter. And apparently that uppercut straight up did break her jaw, but even still, with a broken jaw, she's still talking, she's still wanting Louzen to burn and die, and still counterattacking as well. The counterattack she does do just straight up gets grabbed by Louzen and just dissipates the fire, and him grabbing her is not a great situation because he just straight up rips her arm off. I was not expecting a panel like this from Mashima, but what the flip am I looking at where he just straight up rips Frey's arm off? That's like one of the more gory panels I think he's ever drawn. And of course this has the rest of her classmates all shocked, and it's just honestly terrible to see her in such pain with literally a ton of blood gushing out of her arm. And Louzen is just mega gross, and they just really want to make you hate him more because he's like, oh, it's a shame I can't have you be one of my pets, but the rules say I have to kill you. So he just straight up attacks Frey some more by like kneeing her in her stomach, humbling on her nonstop. Honestly has it to where Makoto feels like she's got to step in because otherwise she is going to die. But someone in the crowd is talking to her, and that person is apparently Master Phantom, which is another student in disguise, I guess, in the ghost organization. You just gotta let this play out, and we cannot interfere in this fight whatsoever. Which he has to know that Frey is also pretty determined to win in this fight because he's like, believe in your friend, and of course Frey is on the ground, bleeding out, in a real rough state. But that's when Yakuto starts to try and cheer Frey on while Louzen is powering up an attack to finish her off. You know, they've been doing these backstory bits for everyone that has died in this tournament so far, and I think this Frey one actually works really well. Even though she's not currently dying right now, I just like that it kind of fuels her motivation to win this fight. And I think it's so sad that she thinks about her sister, and she's basically like, I'm gonna die right here, and it's like, I'm sorry, I might not be able to avenge you, and my body won't move, and you know, I'm missing my arm now. Even thanking her classmates, and she particularly points out Yakuto, saying that she really might have loved him, and this is right as Louzen's doing an attack. At the same time is when Yakuto is trying to cheer on Frey to get up, and her hearing his voice and kind of having some memories about him makes her finally get up and have the strength to finally try and kill Louzen, saying, "That's right, I still want to live." And I really dig that she takes the arm that got ripped off and turns it into a flame arm. Kind of love that she wants to literally, I guess, confess to Yakuto, so that's why she wants to live, so she can tell him. And she literally does straight up say it right there, because she wants to live, she wants to spend more time with her classmates, she wants to hug Yakuto, which I'm sure he's like, what the flip is she talking about? And finally she wants to avenge her sister, and she uses that brand new flame arm, and she does an attack called Brightly Blazing Burst Blade. And the final page of this chapter is just a giant explosion happening into this Colosseum, and you get no resolution as to who survived that attack and who potentially died, and that is the end of this chapter. So my thoughts. Once again, Mashima is proving that Deadrock is very different from Eden Zero and Fairy Tail and even Rave, that it is very gory, aka straight up ripping off Frey's arm and breaking her jaw. And both of them are pretty gory, to be honest. And I'm sure whoever won this attack is probably in a very bad state to where they probably are also very beat up. I kind of love that Frey was so motivated to win this fight. She did have all the reasons to kill Louzen because of her sister, and that she didn't want to die because she wants to spend time with her friends and classmates and Yakuto. And I kind of do like that you get her, I guess, falling in love with Yakuto and wanting to be with him. Kind of rare that you get that in a Mashima series, because he doesn't seem like he really wants to commit to relationships sometimes. And I actually really do like that even though she got her arm ripped off, she has this flame hand now. I think that's pretty cool. Honestly, kind of reminds me of Endeavor in My Hero Academia, to where he had the same kind of situation happen and he had a flame hand. I really, really hope that Frey was the one to win this fight, because honestly, Louzen kind of deserves to die. He is such a scumbag, and I think it would be kind of messed up for him to continue onward. But if he did, you know that he could potentially be going up against Yakuto, and Yakuto would whoop him so freaking badly, because he is not going to take it that you defeated Frey. You know, I think he really likes Frey as well. But if Frey wins, that could create a problem going forward, because then she will eventually have to face Yakuto. And that, I don't think either one of them are going to try and kill them, because they both like each other. So either way, it's not going to be a great situation. So what are your guys' thoughts on this chapter? Leave it in the comments below. Thank you for watching. This is Drago, signing out.